Now in part 2 we have to deal with part 2 is about automatic speed control. In which we are dealing with the control the speed of DC motor using micro switch. DC motor using micro switch. And second part we are study the sequence of DC motor using proximity switch operation using proximity switch. So after this you will be able to control the speed of DC motor using micro switch and sequence of DC motor operation using proximity switch. So now we have to start it. New project. First we have to use the open contact for M1924, which is connected to the move function, which is function number 8. Now for S we are using 0 and for destination we are using R0. So we have to first initialize R0 and R2 with a 0 value. So we have to use moment function, and it's another moment function or with last moment function. So we have to initialize source with 0 and destination with R2. So we have to initialize these two registers with a 0 value. So R0 initialized with 0 is OR with R2 initialized with 0 value. We are using M1, M1, open contact with moment function. Source is 200 and we have to and R10 with destination. Now we have to move the open contact of internal relay M2 and connect with the function whose speed is or which is used as a 45 fast speed of motor, and R10 is used for storing of register. Now M3 is used as an open contact. To reset the R10 resistor by using a function moment. Now we use X3 as an open contact. Connected with the function of PWM, which is on. Which is a function of 82. 0 to 2 number function. We have to use the off time. R10 is used for off time, and for TP we are using a value 200, and for output we are using Y0. And this is ORing with the setting of M1. Set M1. Use M1 as an internal relay for open contact. And is connected to the function 17, which is used as a comparator, and you have to compare R0 as a SA and 5 as a SB, and if R0 equal to 5, you have to show the output for M2. Now we are using M0 as an open contact. M2 is an open contact with a reset, with a resetting of M1. So the reset M1 is OR with a comparator function using R2 for SA and 2 for SB, and if R2 equal to 2, so it will energize the motor M3. Use M3 as an open contact for timer T1 with a preset value 200, and it will be and the M2 is resetting with orange. So we are using R, which is M2, and we are using T1. After 2 seconds we are using a timer T1 for setting of M1 and resetting of M3. So we have to set M1 and we have to reset M3. Now we are using X8 as an open contact. X8 as an open contact for using operations function of addition. R0 is used for SA, 1 is used for SB, and R0 is used for D. Use X9 as open contact. We are using X9 and function 11 of addition. R2 for SA, 1 for SB, and R0 for D. And in rung number 11, M1 as a M1 when it move from 0 to 1, M1 when it moves from 0 to 1, ORing with the M2 when it moves from 0 to 1, and then it is all with the M3 when it moves from 0 to 1, so these two are all with, these three are all with moment function. Source is used as 0 and destination we have to now clear the R0, and we have to clear the and we have to reset R2. Using the function of data moment, and we have to reset the R2. This is our automatic DC motor control. So we have to run it. 1924 is used to move the value 0 into register R0, and then M1 is used to move the R10 register with a speed of 200, and then move R10 to move the DC motor with a low speed of 45, and then it will have to reset the R10 register. And here is a X3 is used for pulse width modulation. So T0 is high pulse, R10 is used for high pulse, and TP 200 is used for period, and Y0 is used for output, and it is ORing with the ORing with setting of M1. M1 is used, then M1 is used for the comparison of R0 and 5, and then M2 is used for resetting of M1, ORing with the comparison of R2, and then M3 is used for the time of 0.1 second, 2 second time, and we have to reset M2, and for 2 after when it is activated after 2 seconds, it will set the M1 and ORing with the resetting of M3. So X0 is used for the addition of R2 with R0, and then M1, M2, M3, when it moves from 0 to 1, it will reset the value of R0 and R2. So now we have to We are using a monitoring page, and now we have to monitor it. So we have to monitor how many are input, x3, x8 and x9. x8, x9 and x3. These are the input, and now we have to use a relays. M1, M2, M3 as an internal relay. Now we have to run it. Now we have to simulate it. So we have to first reset it. Oh, we have to we have to off this all this input, especially x9 also. Oh yeah. Now we have to run the PLC. There's an error, M2 and M3. Now we have to simulate it again. One error count. This R naught will be reset, and this should first it will be scanned, and after that it will be reset to 0, continuously reset to 0. This will provide speed of 200. This will provide a speed of uh, 45 resolution per second, and it will reset it will stop the motor. Okay, and this will provide the pulse rate modulation. The time period is 200 and the on period is 45. Okay, and this will on off the on off to the 45 45 45 45 up on time. Okay, on off the pulse. It will provide the on off pulse, and when the R not equal to 5, it will activate the coil of M2, and this M2 will this M2 will activate the this will activate the SA, and when R2 equal to 2 and SB equal to 2, it will activate the coil 3, and and after 2 seconds it will reset the M2. Okay, and this will now now if X8 is on, if X8 is, we have to off it. Okay, we have to off it. If X8 is off, it means that there is no increment, no addition from the no addition from the there is no addition from the micro switch, and and when it is off, it means there is no addition from the no absorption or no addition from the proximity switch. Okay, this is the micro switch and this is the proximity switch. After that, on low to high, it will be reset. Okay, now we have to look this into by using this status page. So we have to use the for status page we are use the M1, M2, M3, X3, X3, X8 and X9. X3, sorry, x3, x8, x9, m1, m2, m3, r0, r2, r10, now we have to run it. So we have to on the x8 because it will get 1 bit from proximity sensor and it will get 1 bit from micro switch. Okay, so this is the automatic motion of a machine of a DC motor, automatic DC motor. This is the R10. It will move to using the 45 for 45 speed. It will move. This is the R2. It will reset it after 2 seconds. After 2 it will reset. This is the R1, R0. Okay, and this one is the okay. This is the end of the this is the end of our atomic. This is the okay. This is the and lab 12. Okay, we have to now we have to save it as a lab 12 and